September 22nd. Another day that we wait for Naoto to make a full recovery, and who am I going to spend the day with? Well, no other than my partner Yosuke. Yosuke brought me to the hill overlooking the town, and started saying that he hated this place when he first came to Inaba. You can tell how small the town is from up here, but looking at it now, it's a nice town. He pauses and smiles sadly. I tell him to be a man and stand straight. That made him smile, saying, nah, I'm right. He wonders what it would be going through his mind if he was a man's man like me. He smiles weakly and says he wants to tell Saki-senpai something. That what important isn't where you are. That confuses me, as Yosei says that the town he hated so much, now he loves it. There's still nothing here, but he has family and friends, and his partner. The important things are never far off. They're all around you. He seems a little embarrassed after saying his speech. He admits that he's always wanted to be special. He thought his life finally have meaning if he was special to someone. That's why he was really excited when he got his persona, but he really didn't need it. It's not what you have or what you can do, just being born, living your life. Before you know it, you're already special to someone. Yosuke's finally getting it as I tell him he's right, and he responds that I'm special to him, you know? Yosuke rubs his nose as I feel his warm trust as our bond deepens. Yosuke, back to his normal self, says, let's see if we can find everyone's house from here. There's Janess, and that's the main street, so his house is there, the one with the funky roof, meaning mine is. As we spend a long day of Yosuke pointing out people's houses, I went home. During the night, I decided to spend time with Dojima, which was the best choice I could have done. Dojima tells me that, you know, he just looked outside. Let's take a walk in a bit. There's something he wants to go with you and Nanako. Oh, and here, have this. He handed me a mug, which his importance is echoed through my body. He says that it's the same as him and Nanako use. This is your personal mug. Write your name on it later. I thank Dojima and he says, no problem. Take good care of it. He smiles cheerfully and says, we're family, so I'll fill yours and Nanako's mugs anytime. Don't forget that. Nanako walks into the room and asks her father if he's ready. He confirms saying, let's go, and Nanako tells me to go too. I wonder where Dojima was gonna take us, but we end up at the riverbank. Nanako says that it's scary at night, but it's fun with Dojima and Big Bro. Chuckling as Dojima tells her not to fall in, but Nanako asks, why do we come here? Dojima says, you've been saying all the time you wanted to come here, right? Let's come again on a nicer day. We can have a picnic. That makes Nanako happy, saying, yeah, yay! And asks Dojima if she can get close to the river. The fishes might be sleeping. Dojima relents and says, just watch your step, okay? Nanako says, okay, and goes to inspect the river. Dojima comments that look on her face. She hasn't had that in a long time. He pauses and tells me that he's gonna keep up the search for the criminal who ran over Chisato. This time, it's not an escape from anything. He's just doing it because he's a detective, and says he seems to have forgotten something as basic as that. I made him remember what's important to him, and he owes me for that. I disagree, you deserve it, uncle. But he looks away and continues saying this town is his town. It's the place where his family lives. That's why he's gonna live on, protecting this place. As a detective, as a father. Dojima had a refreshing smile on his face, and I feel a tight bond with him as our bond reaches its peak. We share a tender moment. Suddenly, we hear a voice crying out, wait, I said! A young man responds, damn it, he's still after us! We look up, confused. Dojima saying, what the? Hey, you there! What's wrong? An officer comes down and notices Dojima saying his name. He apologizes to bother him while he's off duty. Dojima tells him not to sweat it and asks who are they. The police identify them as a group of juvie thieves. You know, the ones that will be in the talk of the town. That gets Dojima's blood boiling, saying, thieves! Oh, those punks! Nanako asks her father if he's going, and with a smile, Dojima says, yeah, arresting the bad guys is your father's job. He apologizes to me, says to take care of Nanako, and I say, go get him. He says, yeah, with a big smile on his face. And well, I think Dojima needs to say this.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Detective Dojima of the Inaba PD, feared by punks and thugs citywide. Don't you two worry about me. Head on home, okay? All right, stop right there, you punks!
Go get him, Dad! He's so cool. home. I need to get the bath ready. Oh, and let's make a late-night snack. I'm hungry.
You're right, Nanako. Your father really is cool. As we walk back home, talking about what snacks we can make, feeling like one happy family.